Israel under fire once again. Over the last few days, dozens of rockets have been launched from Gaza, right behind me, and into Israeli populated areas in southern Israel, causing much distress and disrupting Israeli life. Every time an alarm goes off, citizens rush into shelters, fearing the next potential attack.
When the alarm sounds, we have less than 10 seconds to get to the safe room, from the time when it sounded until you hear the fall.
And then where do you go?
And then I go into the safe room. First of all, I slept here last night. And at 8:40 this morning, just as I was about to go out to go to school, there was an alert. So I had to turn around, come back in, sit here for a few minutes, and then I left. It's a feeling of helplessness. It's no way to live. You're constantly walking around and thinking all of a sudden, okay, if there's an alarm, where do I go? Where will I hide? How far can I run? Like when I was waiting for you by the car, I was thinking, okay, if there's an alert now, where do I take you? I won't make it to the nearest house, so we'll just have to lie down on the ground. So that's the safest thing. It's disruptive to life.
I'm standing in the Sderot police station in the midst of a pile of rockets and the remains, which are gathered by the police after every rocket attack and brought over to the station. On Tuesday and Wednesday alone, over 50 of these hit Israeli ground and were collected to be placed here and in other police stations in the south. One of these rockets, launched in the early morning hours on Wednesday, landed in Kibbutz Kisufim, located a few kilometers away from Gaza.
This morning started after a long night of alarms, and a short time after people went to work, there was another alarm, and we heard the shelling around the kibbutz, and one of the rockets hit the kibbutz near the bus station of the kibbutz. Luckily, there was no one in the bus station, so the rocket hit one of the trees and exploded. Yes, the tree that you can see here in the back of me.
Though many Israelis have gotten used to the situation, living in fear of rocket attacks bears a great toll.
My friend who lives in Re'im, which you passed, has 2 little kids, and she was debating last night whether to sleep at home or to go to a children's house, which is safer, to sleep there with the kids. It's scary. It's very scary.
I was supposed to go to Beersheba today. I'm studying a class at the university, and I didn't go. We felt it was a little bit too dangerous to go, or my wife didn't want to be left alone. So I stayed. That's disruptive.
I have a Facebook group where people can go in and write depicting their lives here, so that people abroad can read what it's really like to live in the shadow of the rockets.
Israel has thus far responded with IDF airstrikes over Gaza, killing one of the militants who was involved in the terrorist attacks on the Egyptian border, which killed one Israeli citizen just a few days ago. Israeli Police Chief Yochanan Danino warned residents of the south that ongoing attacks are bound to continue over the next few days. For jn1, I'm Sivan Raviv, Southern Israel.